Ladies and gentlemen, do you ever find yourself holding on to something that's holding you back? You're stuck in a situation that's comfortable but not getting you anywhere. You're surrounded by people or habits that are keeping you from reaching your full potential. What do? Do you keep looking back, or do you burn the bridges and move forward? Today I'm going to talk about why burning those bridges, the ones that keep you anchored in your past, is the key to your success. Stay with me, because this isn't just about letting go. It's about letting go of the things that no longer serve you so you can go after what you truly deserve. There comes a time in life when you have to make a bold decision, a decision that might scare you to your core. You have to let go of the things that are holding you back. These are the things that, while familiar, keep you stuck in place. They're the habits, people, or situations that prevent you from growing, from reaching your full potential. And while it may seem comfortable to stay in your current situation, what you don't realize is that by holding on to these things, you're only hurting yourself in the long run. If you don't make the choice to burn the bridges, those connections to your past, you'll always be tied to it, forever pulled in the direction of what's familiar instead of moving forward towards something greater. Think about the things in your life that no longer serve you. Maybe it's a job that drains your energy every day. Maybe it's a relationship that holds you back from becoming the best version of yourself. Or maybe it's a mindset that tells you you're not good enough. All of these things are bridges to your past, keeping you connected to who you used to be instead of who you're becoming. It might be hard to see it this way, especially when these things have been part of your life for so long, but you have to realize that holding on to them is preventing you from moving forward. If you're constantly looking back at what you've done or who you used to be, you're never going to be able to move toward who you are meant to become. Letting go isn't easy, but it's necessary. When you burn those bridges to your past, you're taking the first step toward creating the future you want. You're giving yourself permission to leave behind the things that no longer serve you. The people who keep you stuck, the habits that weigh you down, the doubts that hold you back, they all need to be left in the past. Letting go of them isn't just about clearing out space in your life. It's about clearing out space in your heart and mind so that you can finally step into the next chapter of your life. You don't have to wait for things to get worse before you make the decision to burn the bridge. You don't have to wait for that rock bottom moment to force you to act. If you're feeling stuck, if you're not growing, if you're not becoming the person you know you're capable of being, it's time to make the decision now. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to let go. The more you hold on, the more attached you become to something that no longer helps you. And the truth is, you can't move forward if you're still anchored in the past. It's not about burning every single bridge, but it's about recognizing the ones that are preventing you from growing. You have to be willing to make the tough decision to let go, to walk away from things that you know are no longer aligned with your future. This is where real change happens. When you let go of what's holding you back, you're creating the space to move forward. You're taking the first step toward becoming the person you're meant to be. And while it may be uncomfortable at first, the growth that comes from it will be more than worth it. There's a powerful truth that many people overlook. You can't move forward if you keep looking backward. We've all been there, stuck in the past, constantly wondering about the choices we made or thinking about what we left behind. But here's the thing. You can't build a future while still holding on to the past. If you want to make real progress, you have to let go of what no longer serves you and commit fully to what lies ahead. Looking back only holds you back from stepping into your future. And the reality is that the past has already happened. It can't be changed, and no matter how much you think about it, it won't give you any new answers. We often get trapped in cycles of regret or fear of the unknown, which keeps us from embracing the opportunities right in front of us. We ask ourselves questions like, what if I made a mistake? What if I should have done things differently? And while reflection can be helpful, excessive dwelling on what you can't change will only weigh you down. The only thing that truly matters is what you do now. Think about it this way. Imagine you're driving a car. If you're constantly looking in the rearview mirror, you're not going to make it very far. Your focus needs to be on the road ahead. Every time you glance back, you risk losing sight of where you're going. And in some cases, you might even crash. Life is the same. If you keep looking at the mistakes, missed opportunities, and things that didn't work out, you're not giving yourself the chance to see the opportunities that are right in front of you. You're missing out on what you could be creating right now. Letting go of the past doesn't mean forgetting it or pretending it didn't happen. It means accepting it and making peace with it so you can focus on what's next. Every step you take forward is a step toward growth, but you can't take that step if you're still clinging to what's behind you. The people you used to be, the situations you used to face, all of that was part of your journey, but it doesn't define who you are today. You are not your past mistakes, your past failures, or your past struggles. You are who you choose to become from this moment on. The key to moving forward is to fully commit to the direction you're going. That means burning the bridges to the past and trusting that what lies ahead is better than what you're leaving behind. When you stop looking back, you open yourself up to all the new possibilities that are waiting for you. You free yourself from the chains of the past, and you give yourself permission to fully engage with your future. Embracing the future with an open heart and mind requires courage. It requires trust in yourself and in the process. You won't know exactly what's ahead, but that's what makes the journey exciting. When you choose to look ahead and stop letting the past control you, you'll find the clarity and the courage to take the next step toward your dreams. And with each step forward, you'll leave the past behind and move closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. Life isn't meant to be about staying stuck in one place. You weren't put on this earth to stay in the same spot forever. And the truth is, when you stay in a comfortable situation for too long, you start to stagnate. Comfort zones are like quicksand. They feel safe at first, but they slowly suck the life out of you. You start to lose the hunger, the passion, and the drive that initially got you going. The only way to truly grow is to step outside your comfort zone and embrace the discomfort that comes with change. It's easy to fall into the trap of staying where you are because it's familiar, but nothing amazing happens in your comfort zone. If you want to achieve big things, you have to push yourself into unfamiliar territory. It's uncomfortable at first, and that's okay, because that's where the growth happens. When you decide to burn the bridge to your comfort zone, you're essentially choosing to take the harder path, the one that challenges you, but the one that will make you better in the end. Think about all the people who have achieved incredible success in their lives. They didn't get there by staying comfortable. They didn't stay in the same place because it felt easy. They took risks, made tough decisions, and embraced challenges. Every single one of them had to step outside of their comfort zones and face the unknown. They had to be willing to fail, to get knocked down, and to keep going even when things got tough. But they did it because they knew that growth doesn't happen without change. Staying stuck in the same situation, surrounded by the same people, and thinking the same thoughts won't get you anywhere new. We all want success, but success requires growth, and growth requires discomfort. Think about it. If you never challenge yourself, never push past your limits, how would you ever know what you're capable of? You would stay in the same place, never realizing your full potential. But when you decide to step outside your comfort zone, you force yourself to evolve. You get better, stronger, and more capable. The discomfort you feel is just a sign that you're on the right path. The biggest barrier to growth is the fear of change. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of stepping into something you're not sure about. But the truth is, the only way to overcome that fear is by taking action. You have to stop letting fear control your decisions. When you choose to burn the bridges to your comfort zone, you are choosing to step into the unknown with faith that you'll figure it out as you go. The process won't always be smooth. There will be setbacks, moments of doubt, and times when you question your decision. But those are just the growing pains. And trust me, the discomfort you feel now will be the fuel that drives you to success. You'll be amazed at how capable you are when you step out of your comfort zone and start taking action toward your dreams. So don't be afraid to burn the bridges that keep you stuck in one place. Embrace the discomfort and watch how far you can go. When you burn the bridges that tie you to your past, you're making a commitment to your future. This is a decision to give yourself fully to the path ahead without any reservations or doubts holding you back. It's easy to say that you're committed to something, but true commitment means putting everything you have into it. It means fully embracing the journey, knowing that you might face challenges, setbacks, and even failure along the way. But it also means that you're all in, no turning back, because you believe in the outcome enough to give it your best shot. You can't have one foot in your past and one foot in your future. It just doesn't work that way. If you're still holding on to the people, situations, or mindsets that belong to yesterday, you're not giving your future the attention it deserves. Every time you look back, every time you hesitate, you're losing precious time that could be spent building the life you truly want. When you make the decision to burn those bridges, you're committing 100% to the journey ahead. This isn't about playing it safe or hedging your bets. It's about going all in, knowing that your success depends on your ability to focus on what's in front of you. Think about the times when you've truly succeeded in life. I'm sure you can recall moments when you were fully immersed in your goals, when you didn't let distractions or doubts stop you. It was in those moments that you were truly committed, and it's the same with anything you want to achieve in life. Full commitment brings clarity and energy. When you've burned the bridges to what was holding you back, all that's left is the pursuit of your future. And the beautiful thing about commitment is that it breeds results. When you give it your all, the universe has a way of rewarding that effort, often in ways you never even imagined. But here's the kicker. Commitment requires sacrifice. When you burn the bridges to your past, you're also saying goodbye to the things that once comforted you. You're saying goodbye to the safety of staying where you are, to the comfort of familiar faces and routines. This is where most people get stuck. They're afraid to fully commit because they don't want to give up what they know. But the real reward comes when you embrace that discomfort, knowing that what lies ahead is far greater than anything you are leaving behind. This is where real success begins. When you make the decision to stop hesitating and to commit fully to the future you want to create. The power of full commitment is that it forces you to step up. It pushes you to be your best because there's no other option. When you know there's no going back, you're more likely to rise to the occasion and give everything you've got. So burn the bridges that tie you to the past. Make the choice to go all in. Your future is waiting, and the only thing standing in your way is your own hesitation. Once you fully commit to the path ahead, you'll realize just how powerful you truly are. There's something undeniably powerful about burning the bridges to your past. It forces you to put everything you have into the present moment. You no longer have the option of going back to what was familiar, what was comfortable. When you burn those bridges, there is no safety net, no fallback plan. You are left with only one choice: to move forward. And moving forward isn't always easy. It requires focus, determination, and a belief that you have what it takes to succeed. Think about it. When you have the option to go back to what you know, there's always that temptation to fall into old habits. There's that part of you that might want to retreat when things get tough, when the road ahead seems uncertain, or when you face obstacles that feel too big to overcome. But when you burn the bridges, you eliminate that temptation. There is no turning back. You have no choice but to push forward, to face the challenges head on, and to take the steps necessary to create the life you want. This is where real growth happens. Growth doesn't occur when you have the option to retreat, when you can always take the easy way out. It happens when you are forced to stay the course, when you're faced with challenges that require you to dig deep, to find new strengths, and to push through the tough moments. Burning the bridges forces you to be resourceful, to get creative, and to build new solutions. It makes you more adaptable, more resilient, and more focused on achieving your goals. One of the hardest parts of burning the bridges is that you often have to leave things behind that once brought you comfort or security. You might have to say goodbye to people who no longer serve your vision, or to environments that keep you stagnant. And while this can feel painful in the moment, it is necessary for your growth. By letting go of these things, you're opening yourself up to new possibilities. You're making space for the new people, new opportunities, and new experiences that will help you become the best version of yourself. When you burn the bridges, you are no longer weighed down by the past. You can't keep looking back, wondering if you made the right choice. The past is gone, and that's okay. What matters is what you do now, and the future you are creating with each decision you make. Every step forward is a step toward a better version of yourself, toward a life that is more fulfilling, more aligned with your values and aspirations. And that is worth every bit of discomfort, every sacrifice you make along the way. So while it may seem daunting to burn those bridges, understand that it's the key to unlocking your full potential. It's what will push you to grow, to rise above the obstacles in your way, and to become someone who never settles for less than they deserve. Burning the bridges isn't about destruction. It's about creation. It's about creating the future you want and leaving behind anything that holds you back. And when you do that, you'll be amazed at the strength and courage that you discover within yourself. The road ahead might not always be easy, but it will be yours. And that's the most powerful thing you can have. When you burn the bridges to your past, you're not just letting go of what was, you're opening up space for what will be. This idea of burning bridges isn't just about cutting ties with things that no longer serve you. It's about clearing a path toward your future, a future that demands your full attention, your full commitment, and your full potential. Every decision you make from this point forward has the power to shape your destiny. So why would you ever want to hold on to something that keeps you chained to a past that no longer fuels your growth? The reality is we all have baggage. We all have things from our past that can weigh us down, limit our progress, or create self-doubt. Maybe it's past relationships, bad habits, negative mindsets, or situations where you failed or didn't succeed as you hoped. These things can be incredibly difficult to let go of, especially if they're things you've carried for a long time. But in order to move forward, you need to make the conscious decision to burn those bridges, to let go of what's holding you back, and to embrace what's ahead. Holding on to the past is like trying to drive forward while looking in the rearview mirror. You can't see the road ahead, and you risk crashing into the next obstacle that comes your way. Sometimes burning the bridges isn't just about leaving behind people or things. It's about leaving behind the versions of yourself that no longer fit. We all evolve, and with that evolution comes the need to shed old identities, old ways of thinking, and old limitations. The person you were yesterday might not be the person you need to be today in order to accomplish your goals. It's not easy to let go of those old versions of yourself, the ones who are afraid, insecure, or doubtful. But when you burn those bridges, you are telling yourself that you are no longer that person. You're making a bold choice to step into your greatness, to become the person you were always meant to be. This is a critical part of your journey because the old version of you is holding you back from becoming the one who will achieve everything you've ever dreamed of. Letting go of the past isn't just a one-time decision, it's a process. It's something you have to consciously work at day in and day out. But with every decision you make to move forward, you'll notice that the weight gets lighter. The more you focus on what's ahead and less on what's behind, the more you'll see new opportunities open up. Your mind and your heart will be free to embrace the new challenges, new people, and new ideas that come your way. And before you know it, the things you thought you couldn't live without won't even matter anymore. The most powerful part of burning the bridges to your past is that it forces you to trust the process. When there's no way back, all you can do is trust that you're exactly where you need to be. You have to believe that the path ahead is leading you to a better place even when it's unclear. Trusting the process requires faith, especially when the road is hard and you can't see the end. But you have to keep going one step at a time with the knowledge that every step forward is taking you closer to the person you are meant to become. So take that step, burn the bridges, let go of the past, and step boldly into the future you deserve. The journey won't always be easy, but it will be worth it. The best is yet to come, and it all starts with your decision to let go of what no longer serves you. Your future is waiting, and it's time to claim it.